What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back for a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is for season 6. I will have the episode number in the description. Baby, this episode had it going on. All I got to say is, you Scott brothers, honey, y'all like to act like y'all is alpha men. Do y'all remember how Maurice was trying to boss up on Martell, and him and Marsau was trying to fight Martell last year at, where was they at? Outside of Destiny's, beauty supply store. Y'all remember that? Now, the way they pulling on Keke'S husband is a bit different. And Marsau, you ran, nigga. You are such a bitch. Okay? Yes, you are. A bitch. Sir, you wasn't talking all that shiggity when Keke'S husband was coming for that ass. You was running. You was, I'ma run for it. Okay? I was just cracking up. Talked all that shit to that lady. And Stormy has a point. Stormy and Courtney. All you do, Marsau, in this episode proves your intentions towards women. You like to boss up and talk shiggity to women. The same shiggity you would never say or do to a man. I cannot stand men like that. Okay, go on and get you a girdle, Marsau, and a bra. Okay, yes, you need a bra, honey, for those tig old bitties you got, honey, because they was bouncing as you was running your ass away from Keke'S husband, honey. Do it, bitch! Honey. I love Keke. But Keke, there's something else, though, that gets me about you. When Melody recommended that you take that drug test, sis, why it look like you didn't want to do it? It looked like you was very hesitant. And then Keke was like, yeah, I'll take it, but he need to take a lie detector test. Now, I'm with you, right? I'm with you. I wouldn't prove shit either, but Keke, you did look hella nervous. And then, if she's still on the damn methadone, it ain't gold. To me, it wasn't a good idea because she's still on shit to get off of shit. So what is the freaking purpose of doing a drug test? And it's probably still not going to come back, a certain way. Maybe she can prove she don't have whatever she was addicted to in her system. But do you see what I'm saying? It really wouldn't prove too much of nothing since she's still on something trying to get rid of whatever whatever the problem is, honey. I don't know what is wrong with Keke, but sis, you was hella hesitant. Okay, and you claim that you clean now. Okay, we up here windmilling for you, sis. I'ma still windmill for you. And I'm gonna say this, I used to date a guy whose mother, she was an addict, but I love that lady. I really did. She was sweet as pie. So I'm not one of them people just because you an addict, I don't like you and you a horrible person. As long as you treat Miss Robinson good, I still love you. So I still got love for you, Keke girl, but you look hella nervous, sis. But I love your husband, though. I love it. He was here for all the smoke, honey. Okay, he was about to whoop Marsau's ass. And if y'all notice, all throughout the episode, he was dropping those little bombs like he ready to get it in. It really tickled me when, what's his name? He has said, because Tisha has said she really liked Keke'S husband, and he was like, she fake as hell. She don't like me. I was cracking up. Because I keep telling y'all, Tisha has imposter syndrome. She's delusional. She thinks she's nicer than what she really is. And everybody that's sitting up here saying, oh, well, you know, she was so childish for that, and that was wrong of Keke, and you let her get the best of you. No, you don't sit up there and keep ignoring people. Okay, Marsau and TISHA, because she should have got his ass too, they go get enough of ignoring people. They go get enough of deflecting. They go get enough of being dismissive, denying stuff. These people, when you confront them face to face, they don't never want to acknowledge anything. So, like, in a perfect world, like, yeah, we can all say Keke was wrong, but look at who the hell she's dealing with. And TISHA, she been trying to tell you this information for quite some time. And you go sit up here and just keep ignoring her. I'm not a fan of that. And for those of you all that's saying, well, she let it be known she didn't want to be bothered. Okay, you're ignoring her, but you're still acting like a child. That's what a lot of narcissists do. They ignore people. Okay? They're very dismissive of people. They're very passive aggressive. They don't want to talk stuff out. That's what adults do. They talk to get to the bottom of stuff. TISHA don't want to do that. Even KIMMI pointed that shiggity out some years back when she said, TISHA, you always like to get to the middle of things, but we have to take it back to the beginning. And why do you think TISHA don't want to deal with all the facts in any situation? I'll tell you why. Because that will stop her from being and playing this perpetual victim card. That's the card that she plays, guys. And something tells me when they get down to the reunion and when she's in the hot seat, she gonna run off the stage and cry and say everybody's attacking her. When for seasons we've seen Mel and Martell in the hot seat. So it's like, girl, you want to be on the same show. You want to play the same game, but you want to be the victim when it's your turn? What about when Mel had to deal with this side chick sleeping with her husband? She had to deal with you, a former friend, throwing it in her damn face. Okay? And not once, not twice, but more than 3 times. I've seen your ass do it on this here show. You have weaponized that situation and made that into Mel's identity because you can't deal with the woman that she is. You can't deal with a strong woman. You can't deal with an ambitious woman about her business that don't need a man. Another reason why you don't want to deal with Mel, scratch that, not Mel. Another reason why you don't want to deal with Keke is you don't want to be forced to face the probability that you may have to leave your marriage. Okay? You don't want to be forced to deal with that. Even though you made fun of Mel because you threw it in her face. Oh, she had a baby. Okay, with her man, all the while she knew, you know, he was cheating on her. Okay, but see, guess what? Just because something may be true, that don't mean you should say it. You're a former friend of hers. But I'm telling y'all, when people are jealous of you, when they hate your damn guts, they can't wait to say those things that probably broke. You know, I'll say they tried to break Mel down into millions of pieces because that bitch is still on that treadmill and she is going. Shout out to the movie Bring It Down the House. Y'all remember that white lady that was doing that Tybo? When she was fighting Queen Latifah, that's Mel on their ass. Okay, so yeah, TISHA, you like to talk all this shiggity about Mel and what she went through with Martell, but you can't even fathom that, hey, your man may have stepped out on you. At least deal with it and be like, you know, it's not true. See, the more you hide and then guess what? I just saw the previews, right? This bitch Soon as Mel begins talking to this fragile bitch, right? Carlos, you need to dock that bitch pay, because I'm sick of her ass running away from these scenes. You's an old scary bitch. You got a lot of mouth, but your bark ain't about shit, Tisha. Because you love laughing all up in Mel's face, right? But then when Mel asks you a question about the situation, yeah, I'm going to walk off because I'm sick of talking about this and I'm sick. And see, she does not want to deal with Keke being on the show because she didn't want Keke to be on the show in the first place. Okay? And her and Marsau has flipped this narrative into, what did he say? He was saying something like, oh, well, you know, TISHA used to help Keke. See, that's how they want to look at Keke, as an addict. That's somebody that is weaponizing your pain. Remember what I just said. Just because something may be true, and we'll say allegedly, because I don't know Keke to be on the stuff, or, you know, I don't know what's going on with her. But the fact that he tried to blame her behavior on her using again, no, that's not cool. You don't perpetuate a narrative about your cousin's family and then thinks that she's going to see. By that happening, by you talking like that at the table, and who was that? Was that Tisha's cousin at the table? With the bad wig, I was like, girl, take that shit off your head and stop playing with us, okay? But I like the family friend that was there. I guess she was Tisha's cousin or something. And she was like, so do you think it's cool for you to weaponize that against Keke, calling her an addict in the public, doing all of this? And then I think KIMMI jumped in, was like, oh, well, she's saying what she's saying about them in public. Bump all of that. She tried to have a conversation with TISHA, but TISHA has been running. Goddamn, TISHA is Forrest Gump. She's like running away from these scenes. Before we got to this, it was the Black Business Expo that she didn't want no damn feedback on. Okay? Mel got a dasso. Stormy got a dasso. I don't want to keep hearing about the expo. Me and Marsau, we took the people money and did what we wanted to do. Like, what is the problem? Now, why y'all think she mad her mother ain't on the show to fight her damn battles? Okay? So, yeah, Mel is a lot better than me. Mel kept trying to be nice to her. I wouldn't have, I would have sat back like Martell with my popcorn and enjoyed the show. She got her ass, okay? And if she can do that with a drink, shit, I wouldn't want it with Keke. Ain't no telling what else she could do. TISHA, you have all this to say after the fact, though. You have all this to say after the fact, which means your vocal cords, they work. And it took Keke to throw a drink on your ass to get your ass to talking. That's not good. Very childish. And it's just funny how everybody is saying that Keke is so childish. But TISHA, I feel like you are way more childish than Keke. All this acting all stoic, all passive aggressive because you don't want to deal with stuff, it's not cute. Your sister-in-law, KIMMI, she didn't want to keep you honest. She's all, I don't know why Keke did that. I don't know why. You know why. You ain't always got along with your sister-in-law. You know she's full of shit. You know she lives in an alternate universe. Okay? Keke got a history of talking about my marriage, and this was the last straw. I'm done with her. We got Keke saying that she's done with TISHA. There's no coming back from this. No, it's not. Y'all don't need to be friends. Okay? There is a such thing as toxic family members. I know, that's why I don't deal with the majority of my family. Very toxic, and ain't no damn title gonna make me deal with all that foolishness. Okay? Y'all don't know how many years I've had to deal with this kind of stuff from her. I'm trying to do Keke voice. I can't get it. But yeah, her husband is saying he been telling her for years to leave them alone. They fake as hell. I thought it was crazy for Marsau to say that Keke wants Tisha's lifestyle. Bitch, what lifestyle? A lifestyle where your husband is using your damn name, okay, for his own selfish reasons, honey. Okay, what lifestyle? Okay, a lifestyle where you in all these damn lawsuits? That lifestyle, a lifestyle where your husband keep promising you property, Scott Manor, and it has never been produced ever. They haven't even broke ground yet. What lifestyle? A lifestyle where you live in an apartment, but you're still fixing up your house. And child, y'all have a lifestyle of confusion. Chaos, drama, confusion. Y'all are no better than Keke. Okay? Y'all are no better. Y'all are fake as hell. Fake. Fraudulent. And Marsau, he talking about some, Keke thought she had some information on me, and child, goodbye. That's all that Keke has to do is come at Marsau. That will be enough of a reason for TISHA not to want to have anything to do with her. Because her man is her identity. So it's like you are literally trying to drown me, Keke. No pun intended. She did throw the damn drink and TISHA drowned in that. It looked like she had been in a pool, honey. I was like, ooh, child. Melody trying to figure out what is really going on with Keke and TISHA. Girl, they've been pitted against each other since they were kids. And it's just playing out in adulthood. Adulthood, I should say, is the continuation of childhood. That's why a lot of us try to right the wrongs that was in our childhoods. That's why we try to have a father for our child if we grew up without our father. That's why we try to do certain things. And something tells me that TISHA didn't feel that good about herself, and it looked like it's still true to this day. And that's why this imposter syndrome that she has, it follows her. It has followed her in every stage of her life. But instead of her being a woman and dealing with it, right, she would rather throw rocks at other people, Melody and Keke, and hide her hands. And then act like she is the poor perpetual victim. Okay? And TISHA and KIMMI, they have a pact. Because I told y'all, I don't think the Scots like that KIMMI was calling TISHA out on her shiggity. But that's the way to have a productive relationship with anybody, which is to keep them honest. To be upfront with them, transparent.
I'm so sorry, TISHA, that happened. Marsau, you all right, TISHA? Do you need to change your shirt?
I'm good. It gonna dry up. I just mad that I got on white.
Marsau tells everybody when stories are out about him, everybody believes it. But the whole thing of it is you do lie. You do have bad characteristics about yourself. Because you are in all these lawsuits. You are the common denominator. And that's a problem in this marriage. Y'all are always running from the truth. Okay? Y'all are running. Somebody is always chasing you down, whether suing you, putting your business out here. Like, what's tea? What's the truth? But you guys, when you are dealing with frauds, you ain't gonna never get the truth. They want you to believe an image. And both of these people are, guess what sign? Libras. Libras are all about image. It doesn't have to be true all the way or not. As long as I look good, okay? As long as I look a certain way on paper. As long as I am married. A lot of people, if you notice, if they are married, they feel like they are better than other people. Okay, this is not all married people, but some married people feel like that is their identity and they know more than you, they know better than you, and who the hell are you to question them? Okay, so Tiffany comes through with baby Ace. He is so handsome. Maurice has Jalen bring up Kimmy's Jeep, and she goes and takes a ride in the damn Jeep. I said, go ahead, Kimmy. I was excited for her, and I was really happy that she got, to have this moment on camera, especially after dealing with the breast cancer journey, So that was good, for mayonnaise face, honey, to do that, okay? I like how Melody was so happy for Kimmy, and they got to saying they're going to go to Miami and drive with the top off. I liked all of that. So they at the table, and Tiffany is in her confessional talking about Marsau. She was like, well, I'm not surprised that Keke and TISHA are at odds. No, because they've been at odds since you met them. And she said, and we have Marsau taking up for his wife, so something must have really happened because that's rare. I said, you better speak it, Tiffany, okay? So Tisha's cousin, I believe that's her cousin, guys. Put her title, honey, down in the comments, honey, but with the bad wig, honey. Okay, take that shit off your head and stop playing with us. But Tisha is steady telling her cousin that Keke wants her to check Marsau. I'm not finna check Marsau. She need to check, she need to check him. We already know when it's concerning Marsau, Tisha will never question him about anything. He literally gets to disrespect her. And he gets away with it because he's her husband. But meanwhile, Mel got a Dasso. And I guess Keke got a Dasso too. You can add Stormy too, because she was calling my man a bitch. But yeah, Tisha ain't checking that man. And that's why I don't respect her. She definitely suffers from internalized misogyny. If her and Marsau was to break up, it wouldn't be good for Tisha. He is her whole identity. She does not have an identity outside of him.
I think over time, Tisha, she kind of believes whatever Marsau says about her.
Oh, Lord.
We all have seen when it comes to Marsau and Tisha, Tisha will believe whatever Marsau tells her, and that's fine, but she shouldn't be mad when the rest of us don't believe it.
I know that's right, Mel girl. Absolutely. See, I gave y'all Mel 2.0. Okay, it was some different tones in there. Okay, see, you gotta give a sister credit somewhere. Okay, I love that blue dress Mel had on in her confessional. I just didn't like the hair. Ooh, child.
What did grandma always say? If people lie to you, they'll steal from you. If they steal from you, they'll kill you.
Well, shit, then you ought to be dead, okay? Because your ass been stealing from Miss Melody Cherie for years. You've been stealing all her ideas, her Embrace logo. copied that, copied the initials, started your mommy business. Look, mommy no business podcast. Okay. Now you're doing the hair care line for your kids. You saw she did something surrounding Sugar Mama. Okay, you ain't nothing but a copycat Latifah. Okay. You also used to call Mel out for posting on her social media, promoting her businesses, just for you to do the same thing. Okay? You called Mel bougie. You ain't bougie when you do those things, though. So this girl contradicts herself. Okay? She is not to be taken seriously. She does a lot of projecting. The same shit that she has to say about Keke, we could say about her. Okay? Miss Codependent. She has imposter syndrome. Her and Marsau, I'm talking about TISHA and Marsau, they want to use Keke'S addiction as a weapon. They want to weaponize her addiction and use it as a scapegoat for why they don't want nothing to do with her. No, y'all don't want her spilling out all y'all secrets. Y'all don't want them skeletons coming up out the closet. But we can all see them. Okay? Marsau tells the ladies he wanted to make Amin mad. That's why he called out Keke'S drug addiction. No, you didn't. You didn't want no problems with him. Your ass was running. So that's a lie. Your ass is at that table trying to save face and don't nobody believe you. The Fletchers don't see it for you. Stormy don't see it for you. They got into this whole debate with Stormy calling Marsau the B word. I agree with what Marsau said to her as far as you shouldn't be calling a man a bitch. You're trying to get something started between me and your husband. I agree with him and Maurice as it pertains to that. She definitely wanted to get under Marsau's skin. And I don't feel like you don't have to do that. You don't have to call him a bitch. Okay, you can call him a queen. But I feel like once you call somebody's husband a bitch, them fighting words. It's too much. You got too much dip on your chip. And yes, Marsau is an asshole. To me, I would rather you call him that. You know, he's an a-hole. And he knows it. But yeah. Stormy gets on Marsau for calling Courtney and her Mr. and Mrs. Steele. And he knows that Steele it's Stormy's last name. Remember, Courtney said his is Beasley. But he feel like Marsau, he's so sexist and chauvinistic. He feel like you are basically helping to run your wife's business. You are selling women's products. So it's kind of like, I'm gonna emasculate you and make you seem or appear less than a man. Okay? And if we really look at it like that, some people would say Stormy does have license to call him a B. Her stuff is more in your face with it, and he's being more covert. Because he likes to, hide his hands and, be all passive aggressive. Like his wife, birds of a feather. And they're both runners. Because TISHA was running from Keke and Marsau was running from her husband, honey. Okay? I love how Stormy said, yeah, because if Courtney would have told your ass to stand up, what have you would have did? What you would have did, huh? And Marsau was like, I would have stood up. And she was like, you would have got your ass whooped. I agree with Stormy. I think he would have got his ass whooped. And he ended up agreeing with her. Okay? You notice TISHA didn't say a damn thing. She don't want no problems with Stormy. Hell, she don't even want no problems with Keke. So, okay? So Martell, Hook-Headed Hope, brings up the fact that it's not right for the wife of that man to allow another woman to call her man a bitch. And Exactly. But like I said, Tisha don't want no smoke. Okay, she like to pick and choose who she has smoke for. And if it would have been Melody, she would have did that. Y'all hear what Marsau said? He said in Stormy's culture, that is so normal. He is a fool. So Marsau tells Stormy going forward, don't call him a bitch. And here go Latifah. Do you feel like you owe Marsau an apology? No, bitch. Even Marsau was like, well, she didn't know. Girl, goodbye, Tisha. You be overly defending your man and he's wrong. Yes, she don't have to call him the B word, but you don't need to overly defend him. Okay? You need to keep him from getting his ass whooped by Keke'S husband. That's what you do, girl.
Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to head out. Absolutely. God said, go, girl.
So Kimmy brings up the fact that she feels like Keke may need more help. I really don't like them having this type of conversation in front of the group. I just doubt that Kimmy cares that much about Keke. You are sitting up with your brother-in-law that keeps insisting that this woman is on drugs. They are obviously, Kimmy, using this as a scapegoat. And just like Marsau said at the table to Stormy, well, your husband should have checked you for calling me a bitch. And I agree with what Marsau said. But Kimmy and Maurice, when the hell is y'all gonna check Marsau for calling Keke an addict? See, it's a lot of double standards at that table. And ain't nobody gonna listen to you when you have all these double standards. They're not gonna take you seriously. Courtney says, I guess she's Tisha's cousin, that she feels like Keke still does need help, but she hasn't, seen Keke get violent or anything. It's just more or less her sweating. See, once again, you're having a very sensitive and vulnerable conversation about somebody that Tisha and Marsau has written off as an addict. So to me, it just wasn't the proper conversation to have in front of people that really don't give a damn about her. I think Stormy likes and cares for Keke. And she had to get to know Keke because she wasn't feeling Keke at first. But now I think she really does like her. Okay? I think she's cordial with Marsau and Tisha. But I still don't think she likes them like that. She sees that they are not who they portray themselves to be. Because, hell, you got Tisha copying up off of Stormy's website. Stealing her shipping address and all of that. I like that Courtney got to telling Marsau, we don't need to, make fun of Keke because there are a lot of people that struggle with drug use. And that's very serious. I saw Maurice kind of check he kind of checked Marsau about something he said about Keke, but see, he laughed. And that is not checking your brother and keeping him honest and telling him that he's wrong. Like at this point, I'm sorry, I may be by myself, but I just feel like by how Marsau and Tisha was acting at this table, in my opinion, that gave Keke license, her and I mean, to behave in the way that they did. Okay? That gives them license. You got a whole drink in your face because you're sitting up here allowing your husband to call me an addict. You're not correcting him. Two wrongs don't make it right. You're getting on Keke for trying to tell you the truth about your damn husband, or at least trying to tell you what's going on, and you don't want to hear that. You want to act like the victim and run away. But yet this man can sit up here and keep calling Keke an addict. So Marsau asks everybody to raise their hands if they have ever picked up Keke from off the side of the road at 2 a.m. He was the only one to raise his hand. See, they keep wanting to paint this picture of Keke being an addict. Now, meanwhile, Keke can speak in clear and complete sentences, unlike your damn wife. Okay? That bitch can't even pass a spelling bee, probably. Okay? Like, for real. Y'all keep trying to perpetuate this narrative about her addiction issues. And it's not cool. It once again, it puts the cherry on top that you all ain't about shit. Okay? And Tisha, you should be checking your husband, but you're not doing that. So Marsau gets to saying that him and Tisha was there for Keke when her mom and her husband, they wasn't there for her. I don't believe nothing that he says. I just don't. Like I said, I feel like they want to weaponize her addiction. This is another way of them not dealing with the issue at hand, which is the shit that was coming out of Keke's mouth. They don't want to really deal with that. If you notice, they got the hell away from that and they began making this about her addiction. These are people that will weaponize your vulnerabilities. And who does that? Narcissists, covert and overt. They will do that. Use it against you. Okay? Keke did it. Not Keke. Tisha did the same shit with Mia. Your husband out here cheating on you, had a baby. Weaponizing. That's what that personality does. Because even when you into it with somebody, you don't go to the gutter like that. Especially if you all have been friends. You may call her a bitch or you may say some shit here. You're not going to take something that literally, like, they really try to mentally destroy Mel. Ariane and Martell, they try to nail Mel to the cross with their relationship. Okay, most side bitches love trying to compete with a pretty bitch. They do. Or any woman, whoever. As long as there is a man involved, they want to compete where they don't compare. Okay? That gives them oxygen, honey. That gives them the energy that Mel has on that treadmill. That gives them that. Okay? I like what Stormy said in her confessional about Keke. She caught on to what Marsau was doing at that table, trying to nail Keke to the cross for being allegedly still on drugs, being an addict. Stormy basically said you don't need to be on anything to react in the way that Keke reacted. Yeah, it was an emotional blow up. Because your wife keeps playing these passive aggressive games with her. Okay? That's what that was. She was sick of that. Yeah, but you should have just ignored her. If I keep calling you on the phone, if I tell you to come by my house, you still don't come by my house. You see me and you can't even say out your damn mouth. You're a grown woman. You could have said, Tisha, I'll talk to you about this off camera or another time. That's all you had to say. You chose to not say shit. And I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna do that no more. Because you gonna be looking at the drinks like, shit, I can, part 2 of a drink hit me in my face, honey. It can happen, honey. Okay? But yeah, she was being nasty, you guys, by ignoring Keke. I'm sorry. She caused this. She brought it all on herself. That's it. So Stormy gets to saying that Keke is clean. She's in recovery. Marsau tells her to stop. Stormy says, I feel like we have said that a lot, but a lot of people have not said it with accuracy. So Marsau says, while he's smiling and laughing, have you ever seen or heard of anyone doing drugs? And Stormy mentioned her friend that used to take care of her son was, kicking a habit. So Marsau gets to grilling Stormy because she ended up saying, well, yeah, she no longer lives with me. So as he's questioning her, she's getting ready to tear up. See, once again, you are a-hole. You are taking somebody's pain and making it into a joke. And I'm glad that Stormy felt emotional, right? Because it's like you're sitting up here making light of something so serious. And everybody was okay with it when he was doing this to Keke. Okay? Maurice and KIMMI. I would love for Carlos to be like, why didn't y'all get on him more? Because they didn't want to keep him honest because they are team Marsau and TISHA. Okay? Just off the strength of being a Scot. But no. Marsau was dead wrong. So Stormy ends up crying, and the people, Marsau included, ended up giving her a hug because she stormed off. And he ended up trying to make it right. He apologized to her, and then she ended up leaving after that. And I'm glad that moment happened. Because now you have to deal with reality. He's a narcissist. They don't like to deal with reality. If you notice, when she started crying, he was like, stop, like, okay. And you saw him like battling how to respond to her. He was battling how to respond to her because he doesn't really want to look like an asshole, even though he always comes off as one. But it's like, damn, I'll look real bad, So I didn't believe his empathy towards Stormy at all. I thought it was very performative. She tried to act like she was cool, but I know that she wasn't. I think she was just trying to, like, hey, I'll act like I'm cool and then let me get up out of here. So then we have TISHA saying that, she's done with Keke. They've had a strained relationship for 10 years. It seemed like they were trying to convince cousin Courtney they just can't deal with Keke anymore. Courtney was over them, both of them. I think she pretty much knows they are full of shiggity too. And it seemed like everybody kind of left after Stormy, Miss Nail, and everybody. So next, honey, we got Martell, we got Courtney, and we got Chris Fletcher. They are all working out. Martell is in really good shape, it looks like. So Courtney gets to talking about how he wants to get his weight down. I guess Martell is going to be helping him with that. Why don't you turn into a personal trainer? Why don't you do the whole Apollo thing where you look nice on the outside, but you ain't about shit on the inside and we see it? And so I think that's what he should do next. Okay, do a workout video or something. Hell, that's what him and Sheree should have did, a damn workout video. That's what I would have used his ass for, okay? But they get to telling Courtney about the barbecue at Maurice and KIMMI's. Martell get to telling them about, y'all know that part that I played for y'all on the shorts about how Keke, threw all that drink up in Tisha's face, honey. She soaked Tisha. And then they get to talking about Marsau and how problematic he is. Courtney says he don't like how, Marsau be coming at his wife. And then Martell was like, well, Courtney, you should have checked Stormy in that meeting when she kept calling Marsau a bitch. And Courtney is just like, well, he is one. But I actually agree with Martell. I just feel like that's something that I noticed with Courtney he needs to work on. I like Courtney. I think he's a healthy husband. I think he's good to his wife. But I do feel like if your spouse is acting a fool and kind of speaking out of turn, it's okay to redirect them and say, hey, babe, don't say that. Or, maybe say it like this or, So, Courtney, you need to work on that, bruh. Chris Fletcher said that Tisha looked like she just got out of swimming pool. She did. She got her ass good. Like, if your drink throwing game is like that, honey, I don't want them hands, okay, Kiki? I don't want no problems out of you. Now that I'm thinking about it, Martell was probably the wrong person to tell Courtney that Stormy should stop calling Marsau a bee. Well, you don't talk to a man. You a man that's acting like a bee, though. And you be acting like a damn bee, too. So maybe Chris Fletcher should have delivered that message, okay? Martell recommends that Courtney have a conversation with Marsau. And Courtney is just like, well, it ain't gonna be up at the Black. And he ain't changed in all this time. So, yeah, it's a waste of time. That nigga ain't changing. So, Chris Fletcher tries to get hook-headed to get his ass up out that damn house. He like, shit, you still ain't up out that house? I could hear Miss Marlene now. Don't talk about my son, that my boy. He can stay in that damn house for as long as he want to. He paid the bills up in there, Chris Fletcher. You don't do nothing for my boy. You and Melody, honey, always trying to run my boy into the ground, run his name into the ground. He a good man. So Courtney asks Martell, does he have a new home yet? And he was like, is it in Huntsville or Atlanta? And they get to laughing. Well, is it going to be at the chateau? And I'm noticing Martell doesn't really talk about Sheree at all anymore. She was the one, my boyfriend, my friend, he's eye candy. She was the one doing the most on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he was doing the least on Love and Marriage Huntsville. How you doing? Okay. But yeah, Chris Fletcher said, honey, I don't give a damn if he go to Melody House, the chateau, or wherever he go. Get the hell out of them people's house. Oh, and Chris Fletcher says that him and Courtney may be cousins. Honey, when they did that side by side, I thought that was funny. So they about to go do some research on that. I like that Chris Fletcher said, honey, I'm not related to you, Martell. No, you don't want them genes, them cheating genes, honey. Okay. You don't want them side chick jeans. Okay. Yes, honey. Bell Collective is coming back. I am happy. I'm over here dancing, honey. That's my show. Okay. Who said that? I said that. Come on back, girls. Hurry up. So next we got Keke and honey, they is packing up. They is moving. Melody meets with them. They tease her about helping them move. She says she dressed in all black. Okay, she is there to help. But they end up talking about the situation that happened between Keke and TISHA. And Keke admitted that she was wrong.
I kind of missed the fight. Like, I kind of came in on the tail end of it. I was playing cards and winning money. I ain't never seen get out of character. Absolutely. Like, I ain't never seen him get like that.
That's rare for him. You gotta really push to get him up out of character. Honey, we are still working on that Keke, honey. I love Keke, though. I just love her because ain't no shame in her game. She could be all the way wrong, but she gonna stand there and talk to you like she right. Okay? I love it. And child, after seeing rescue Keke, honey, and bossed up on them niggas, I was like, shit, I may need a big nigga up in my life. Okay? A big old huggy bear. Nigga cook. He protect you? Oh, yeah, that's what Miss Robinson may need it up in her life. But, Keke's husband was remorseful. He was like, I like Maurice. I never had a problem with him and KIMMI. I apologize. I didn't want to fight up in his house. But his brother, though, he's another story. He be talking reckless. Yes, he do. Writing checks that his ass can't cash. Okay, I thought that was crazy that he was saying that. Okay, using that as an example when that's what you do. Okay, when I tell you him and TISHA, honey, they are such hypocrites. They was contradicting themselves this whole episode, honey. And Keke and honey, they sick of that shiggity.
Well, after y'all left, TISHA, she was saying how much she liked you, and
he was like, that shit is fake. She can't stand me. Oh, Lord. Child, not out the husband mouth. You can't stand. See, I told y'all, TISHA is a fake. She is a FAB, and y'all know what them initials stand for, okay? She's fake. I told y'all, everything is a performance. And bitch, do you need a rehearsal for the performance? Because you don't even be performing right, okay? Mispronouncing your damn words. Espo. Now my ass been saying Espo, okay? It's Expo. Okay. Child, that face that Melody made when she turned around when said that Tisha don't like him. Child was rolling. That was so funny. She has treated terribly since we first began dating. She ain't never liked
No, quit lying. Come on, guys. Quit lying.
I love that said that Tisha is phony. I told y'all that bitch got imposter syndrome. I told y'all. Okay. Real recognize real or reconcile. Shout out to Miss Wanda. That's why I mess with Keke and They are people that I would talk to in real life. They are. They just seem like, I don't know. They just seem like they is up front with it. Okay. It look like we don't have to go on a damn scavenger hunt. Okay, for the truth, like we got to do with the Scots, okay, or the Knots, because you guys are not who you say you are.
Have y'all talked to TISHA and Marsau at all?
Absolutely not. Keke said, hell no. Okay, hell no, not today, and tomorrow don't look good either. Y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember when I was saying that? Okay, we need to bring that back. I don't think it's healthy for either of us to try to reconcile this relationship. Sister Keke, honey. Yeah, it's y'all need to be done. Whenever it gets toxic like this, and not just my issue with everybody on the show, though, is y'all are not really keeping it honest. It's not just about what happened at Maurice and Kimmy's house. It's about what's been happening for years. The fact that these two women have been pitted against each other since childhood, and it's playing out into adulthood. Okay? Like, that's it. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. Okay? And then Tisha don't like that Keke and Mel are friends. She can act cordial all day, but she is never going to like or understand that. That's why she got down to the reunion doing that punk ass puppet show. Okay? I'm serious. There's no, I don't know. Like, if I was Melody, I wouldn't even be able to film with Tisha. And I hope they don't take Keke off this show. I like Keke. I do. I like her way more than Tisha. I like somebody that is up front with it. I like it. So Melody get to telling Keke that she threw a whole drink up in Tisha's face, and she said she threw a drink. Yeah, Melody, your drink don't compare to Keke's. I think that's one of the best drink throws that I have ever seen. Like, if I have to throw a drink, honey, it better be like Keke's shit, because she got all over Tisha. And she was drowning, honey, like coming up for air. I was like, yeah, I bet your ass will speak now, okay, or forever hold your peace. Ooh.
I think that's why Marsau jumped in, right?
And said him jumping in ain't the issue, because Melody was trying to explain why Marsau was, trying to defend Tisha. But see, you don't need to keep making a mockery out of her addiction. That's what bothered And that's when he got up. So I wish that Melody had a little bit more context to the situation, because you know how Marsau is, Melody. So, yeah, hopefully at the reunion, they all talk about this and be really honest about it and not all this. I get what Melody was doing. She was trying to be fair. She was trying to be neutral. It wouldn't have been me, but, she got a job to do, honey. But, like, Marsau and Tisha was wrong. They are not these victims. So Keke got to telling Mel that she's in therapy now, because of her rage. She does have some emotional issues. So Keke is saying, I'm just now dealing with that now. She said, I wish I had more control at the time. So, she's remorseful, right?
At the end of the day, I'm proud of all the progress that you've made, Keke.
So Melody get to telling Keke, honey, I say you let them know that you clean. Okay, I say you take a drug test. Okay. Like I said, I don't think it's a good idea if she's still on stuff to get rid of whatever is going on with her. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't. And she don't need to prove shit to either one of them. They liars, they frauds, they love hiding from the truth. You cannot present your truth to a whole bunch of liars, Marsau and TISHA. But like I said, Keke did look kind of nervous. I don't know if it was a nervous like, well, I'm not going to pass because I'm still on stuff trying to get rid of whatever I got. And then damn doctor don't know what the hell wrong with her. She got, some health issues. But yeah, I don't think that, I don't think she needs to prove anything to them. Like I said to you all before, I feel like the Scotts, the Knots, okay, because they are not who they say they are. Okay, they are trying to use Keke's addiction as a scapegoat to avoid dealing with their issues, avoid dealing with all these rumors going around about Marsau and his infidelity towards TISHA and child. Do you see what I'm saying? They are always deflecting, denying, dismissing. Okay, that's what they do. They delay. Okay, look at damn Scott Manor. It ain't nowhere in sight, honey. Okay, Neverland. Okay, that's what it is. But the episode ended right there. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.